What's up, everybody? It's the Halloween Hooligan here, and in today's video we have the new for 2023 Spirit Halloween Collector's Minion animatronic. Now, at first I wasn't gonna buy this guy because I saw his mouth movement. I thought it opened too much, but then I got him for Christmas, and after setting him up for the first time, I realized that he looks awesome first off. And the blood looks amazing, and the mouth movement, it doesn't really bother me after seeing him set up in person. But let's get to the unboxing setup and demo of Collector's Minion. Here we go. All right, let's get this box open. So yes, this guy is very packed. The bag just came out. So we have his instructions. I'll put those over here. And we have his burlap sack looking awesome. Smells like burlap, had to do that. Gotta probably pose that. We have the adapter, kind of messed up here. But we have, it's very tight in here. We have his rope right here. I hope the camera can still see me. We have his clothing. I don't know if I should get that out first. I think I am because it's kind of packed in there. Don't want to rip it, but okay, yeah. So we have his clothing right here. His clothing is awesome. I love all the creepy cloth on it. And then I'm gonna try. Actually, I'm just gonna get a hand out first. There we go. Got his hand looking good. Looks kind of weird because it's kind of folded here, but that's only because it's the material. But it'll get covered up by all the clothing. I set that to the side. I can probably, yep, I can, I believe I can. All right, here is the mechanism, another arm, and the hip loop. That was a lot that I just pulled out. I'm gonna set this to the side here. There we go. And then we have, okay, so we have his base. Pretty small base. I'm gonna set that down. And then we have his leg poles. He has the hunched position though, so that's why they're bent. And then we have his amazing head, which is made out of foam, surprisingly. And he is a half head, like Mr. Punchy, and don't know all the other props who are half heads, but he's a half head. It looks great. Let me get this foam piece out of his mouth. His head, very detailed. The blood looks awesome. And I feel like foam was the right way to go here because you can really see that he is like a little skeleton. I love that. All right, I'll move this box out of the way and we'll get to the setup. Let's go. All right, time to get to a setup. So first, what you're gonna wanna do is take your two poles. They're not labeled, but they're just the curved poles, so you'll definitely be able to tell. And you're just going to want to snap lock those to the base, like so. There we go, one down. All right, there we go, there's two poles. And then what you're gonna wanna do is get your mechanism, and my mechanism right now is, it has an arm inside of it, because that's just how it was packed. Okay, so I got the hand out of his mech, and let's put it on. One thing you're gonna notice, I'm pretty sure they did this on purpose. I don't think it was just mine. They put the hip loop inside of the mechanism already. Not where it's supposed to go, but just inside, that way you can get it where it's supposed to go. So yeah. Snap lock that in right there. Should slide down. Like so. I might have to bang on that just to make it go. But get your hip loop, slide it through everything, and then just put it through the two little holes down here. And then there we go, it's in. And I'm going to try to get this little piece in, because not wanting to go in. Okay, I'm going to get that fully snap locked off camera. Okay, so I got that fully snap locked in, and I also got his clothes on. His clothes took just a minute to do. I didn't want to do it on camera, but his clothes are pretty easy. It just slides over. And I do want to mention, like I said in the Blackheart video, I am in a different setup right now because my living room has something very big in it. Coming soon, by the way. I think the only person who knows what it is Mr. Fright. I told him, so go bug him if you want to know. But anyways, back to the setup. Now we need our arms. So I will get those. Yep, arms right here. Perfect. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find his sleeve, or the little opening part right there, and you're just gonna slide his arms right through there. So let's do that. Yeah, at first his arms were kind of hard, but then I eventually figured it out that I was doing something wrong. But it's pretty much, he almost reminds me of the setup for Young Crouchy, which they're both young props. But yeah, he does remind me of the setup for Young Crouchy. They're pretty similar. It's just he's a Reaper and doesn't really have shoes or feet, and Crouchy does. Alright, perfect. So that is in there, and there's a little Velcro piece. You can Velcro right there. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I recommend it. And then we get our other arm right here. And real quick, I'll go ahead and show you. His fingers are made out of this, like, not latex, but almost like vinyl, I think. I don't know, rubbery type. I really don't know. But they are bendable, so you can bend them however you want, which is a really cool feature, and that is how he will hold the bag. So, and if you don't want him to hold the bag, which I don't see why you wouldn't, but for some reason, if you didn't want him to hold the bag, you wouldn't have to make him hold the bag because of the posable feature. And I am kind of glad that they did that. And that was the same way on the original collector, so that's cool. Just gonna slide that arm piece in right there and find the prongs or the little holes that you're gonna slide that in. Boom, there we go. And then you're gonna pull that up like so. And then find his Velcro that, and then just let the creepy cloth hang. And then we're actually almost done with the setup. So I'll get his head, I believe that's the next step. Actually, his bag is the next step, but I'll get the bag and we will start that. Okay, so I got his bag here, and what you're going to want to do is wrap it around his hands. I guess it just hung there for now. But you're just gonna wrap his fingers around the bag. I'd try to face the blood towards the audience, or wherever you're displaying him. That way they can see that he is holding a bloody bag, and not just a burlap sack, because on the back, there's no blood at all, so. All right, there we go. You can really pose this however you want, but he's holding the bag. He looks good. So the next step, and he's pretty much almost done, except for wiring. He has his head right here, and he, as you can see, he has those little things you'll put in the hole. But other than wiring and putting the hood on in his head, he is complete. So I'll wire this up. The two wires, they're almost the same color, but some of them have different things on them. But you'll know once you see it. You're just going to click those in. Make sure you hear a snap. Oh, that one's back in there. There we go. Both snapped in and ready to go. So you're just going to want to thread those through and then put his head through the little prongs. Oh, don't want him to fall. There we go. And I do want to mention there was a little piece of Velcro on his head, but that actually broke off. Don't know where that went. Not the best glue or gluing job on him, but he's still an awesome prop. So he is all wired up and ready to go. I forgot to plug his adapter in, but I'll do that off camera. That way we can just go straight to the demo. And that is the exact reason why I don't like the stupid prongs on a leading prop. Okay, I'm gonna get the hood off camera, or I'm going to get the hood up off camera. That way his head won't fall. Okay, so he's all ready to go, but there are a few things I want to mention. I did put his little knot or rope on. You tie that in a knot. You can pose it however you want. But there is something pretty important that I do want to mention, and I'll actually show you this real quick. So me and a couple other YouTubers, including That Nate guy on YouTube, were having this problem. So this little back piece right here, that makes him kind of look like he has a hunch, is actually too low and the mechanism was making him click. I know Nate's wasn't even working at all. Mine was working, but he was clicking and kind of stopping mid-activation. All you have to do is bend that up if you're having that problem. But other than that, he has no problems that I've seen, and he is an amazing prop. So I wired him up. Let's get to his demo. All right, time for the daytime demo.
Come, join the army in the shadows, or you will become our prey. My master awaits. Must get flesh. Must get souls.
Let's go to the nighttime demo. Here we are with the nighttime demo.
Your flesh will feed the great evil. Your soul will quench its thirst. Come, join the army in the shadows, or you will become our prey. You look like you will be a perfect addition to our harvest feast. Your flesh will feed the great evil. Your soul will quench its thirst.
Alright, that's going to wrap up the video for the Collector's Minion animatronic. I gotta say, I do love this guy a lot. At first, like I said in the beginning of the video, I didn't really like him, but in real life, whenever you get him in your house, I think he's awesome. His detail is amazing. I love the blood. Usually don't see that now in spirit props, except, I mean, the only other one that had blood this year is like Poor George, I think. So, definitely a cool feature. And the hands. I know the original collector had that, but for collector fans, or even non-collector fans, I think this guy is amazing. And I don't have the original collector, so it's awesome to have this little guy. But I think that's going to be it for my Collector's Minion setup and demo. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.